Hey y'all, Blaumagier here, and we're back with more Mega Man Anniversary Collection. This is part 2 of Mega Man 2, and we are going to take on Crash Man. So yeah, honestly, my logic behind going after Quick Man was that if I was going to game over, I would have plenty of E-Tanks in the remaining stages to fill back up before the Wily stages. And the reason I didn't go to Flashman is because I wanted Crashman's weapon before I go there. When Meteor's face has formed, attack. Get on the lift and grab on the ladder up there. So, I definitely wanted to do Heat Man before this so I could have item 1. So item 1 makes it really easy to skip past these screens right here. I'm probably not being very efficient with my item usage, but doesn't matter too much. I always forget about that guy. I do really like Crashman's theme, and I've never heard this rendition of it. I think I like the chiptune version better. That right there was a good display of a pretty big difference in this game versus Mega Man 1. Mega Man doesn't get knocked back as much. Do not worry about a little damage, move forward. Yeah, I had the Pippies coming in the wrong direction. It's based on which way you're facing when you climb on the ladder. If you don't have item 1 when you come here, you can use item 2 to get on this ladder as well. This is the last area. The boss is waiting for you. And we will switch to his weakness, the air shooter. If you're not too close to the crash bomb, take it easy. So he will jump when you shoot, but that works to your advantage when you have the air shooter. Crashman goes down pretty quickly, and we get the crash bomb. Crash bomb can destroy those walls that, in the Heatman stage role called a bounce off wall, or a bounce back wall, whatever she said. I don't know, it was kind of silly. And now we'll take on Flashman. Should have taken him on before I did Quickman. That was my mistake. I should have done Crashman and then Flashman, but oh well. This terrain is made of crystals. This terrain made of crystals is very slippery. If you want to stop this, jump. We'll switch to our trusty metal blades. This area is like a complicated maze. Crash Bomb might be your answer to the problem. It's a little weird. Crash Bomb is supposed to be Flashman's weakness. So, in light of that, I do find it a little bit of an odd choice that they encourage you to eat so many Crash Bombs on these walls. But, it'll be alright. I do want to actually get up there where Beat is telling me to go. Because there are goodies up here. I should have kept item 1 equipped though. You have to wait until whatever projectile you have shot gets off the screen before you can open the pause menu. So, if you get into a fight like Quickman, where you anticipate needing an E-Tank, be very careful of that. I think the only exception to this is the Mega Buster. Oh no, even the Mega Buster's not an exception. I stand corrected. So we definitely want to go wherever Beat is pointing because it's the safest path. There's often goodies down these paths. I don't want to waste the Crash Bomb going down that path. Good thing I didn't. Holy cow, that gave me 2 free guys. You can actually sneak in there. This is the screen that you really wanted to follow Beat's directions on. If you use the upstairs, you might have to fight the enemy. I'm not sure what she means by that. I'm not going to risk it on these platforms. I'm just going to item 2 across. And grab an E-Tank. Oops. I probably should have waited. That's super not necessary, but I really didn't want to fall down there. The boss is waiting in the back. So, like I said, he should be weak to Crash Bombs, but we're just going to Metal Blade him. This is a scary boss who can stop time. If you can combat at a high location, maybe you can avoid him. So the gimmick is, he's just going to walk back and forth. He doesn't jump very high. And he'll occasionally freeze time and shoot a spray of bullets. He doesn't move to shoot the spray of bullets. He'll just, wherever he's standing, in your direction. So if you're frozen high in the air, he's going to miss you. But he barely even got a chance to use Time Stopper before I defeated him. Anyway, defeating Flashman there will give us the Time Stopper and item 3. Item 3 is the least useful of the 3 items. It clings to a wall and will go up until it hits one extreme, at which point it will reverse course going down. It burns energy pretty quickly, so you're unlikely to ever see it reverse course twice. Anyway, our last Robot Master is Woodman. I think these rabbit bots take 4? 5. 5 metal blades. These very iconic bats cannot be damaged while they're in the ball form. So there's an enemy called Hot Dog down here. It's a large robot that I think it one-hit kills you if you try to touch it, and it shoots fire in an arc that you can jump over and shoot between jumps. And it takes a lot of shots, but you can avoid it just by using Time Stopper before you go down there. Do not move too hastily. You'll have no way out. Find a safe space and attack. Yeah, it can't even come onto the screen. There's like 3 screens of it. Yeah, we'll let the last one spawn in. What was that, 10? That's why I don't really want to fight them. And when we get here, we'll get to the top of the tree. And we have monkeys, which metal blades make quick work of. Also, now we can really take advantage of the metal blade to farm goodies from Hippie's eggs. And once we reach the end of the screen, we'll stop worrying about Pippi. Just fire your metal blades diagonally downward there, and you can do the same thing here. Of course, I got hit. On this screen, we'll have ostriches. When they get close, I like to just take a step back and let them jump over me. While Cook jumps, sneak below him. I think ostriches are called Cook. And that gets us to the Wily door. Boss is behind the shutter. He's a tough enemy. His weakness is atomic fire, which is a weapon that we charge up. When Leaf Shield is attached, nothing works. When the shield is gone, attack. And we want to make sure we charge up the atomic fire all the way. And that takes out Woodman in 2 hits. Alternatively, if you somehow mess up your atomic fire, he does take a lot of damage to the air shooter. And I think the metal blade as well. For that, we get the Leaf Shield, which we already saw how that works. Creates an impenetrable shield of leaves around you. When you move, it fires them in whatever direction you move in. And we get our eyebrows here, as it is now time for the Dr. Wily stages. That's a great castle theme that we'll certainly never hear again after this game. Wink, wink. Finally, here's Wily. Go for it. I totally didn't realize that she had something else to say. I hate Pippi's attack, but using Leaf Shield can earn items. I wouldn't use Leaf Shield here. Just stick with Metal Blade. So, here we can use item 1, but I actually would recommend item 3 instead. And scroll it off the screen so that you save energy on it. From here onward, it's all squirms. It's disgusting. Use item 2 and go. I would advise not. Just use Metal Blades. Metal Blades, answer to everything. I am going to refill item 3 with the lucky item drop. Because we're going to need item 3 several more times before we get to the end of this. How much do I need that one up? Not really. Attack from the ladder. It'll be a piece of cake. This is good advice, because there is a sweet spot on the ladder where you can hit Sniper Joe, and it cannot hit you. I would leave that item drop there. It'll stay there if we need it later. And there's a good chance you might, because this level is very poorly designed. Alright, we need to switch to item 1, because this is why this level is very poorly designed. You have to have item 1 to get through here. Unlike Mega Man 1, that energy will not respawn when you pick it up. So if you run out of item 1, you have to either game over or farm the Schwarms or Sniper Joes for energy. Use item 1 effectively. So one trick I have is to get near the bottom of the ladder to create the first platform. And that lets you get it a little lower than you could normally. And you can get through with just 3 uses of item 1. You might end up having to use a 4th one when the first platform disappears. You weren't very effective with it. Anyway, it's time to bust out our quick boomerangs. Because here is the second part of why the stage is poorly designed. And I'm going to explain it now before I go forward, because I need to concentrate. So, eventually we're going to be jumping across 1 tile blocks, and that's all we have to jump across. And at some point the screen will start to auto-scroll, and that always is kind of jarring. It's very easy to miss your jump once it does that. But if you somehow manage to not immediately fall in the hole when it auto-scrolls, then you got to worry about the boss just spawning up on the left side of the screen. Contact with it is a one-hit KO, so you can't be too far back. So you kind of have to stay forward, which is why the auto-scrolling is so jarring when it takes over. And then once you get to the end of the screen, the boss can shoot you, and the knockback will knock you off of a block. There is a safe spot for it. On the top block, you'll fall back onto the lower block behind it. This will make sense when I get there. And really all you need to do is just make sure you don't make contact with the boss. Wait, there aren't many foothills from here onward. There must be something. Watch out, Mega Man! And I fell before it even auto-scrolled. So this is where you start if you die, which is kind of awful. I'm going to wait to grab that. If I die again, I'll grab it on the next life. Hopefully I won't die anymore. Okay, item 1. Item 1 will still be necessary after the stage, but it's not as important to have it, if that makes sense. So up the ladder we go again. Just ignore the tellies. And once again, over these blocks that I hate, I'm going to have to concentrate here. Ugh. Not now, roll! Not now! Her timing is bad. How are you supposed to stop and hit that button? I tried to and it changed my weapon. Are you going to fight here? I don't know about this. Get on the highest block and don't fall. That is good advice. Really, the only thing you have to worry about on the highest block is that you don't make contact damage. He's very weak to the quick boomerangs and has no iframes though, so if you can rapid fire, you can kill him really fast. This collection does have a rapid fire button, and I recommend using it. The Legacy collection also has a rapid fire. I recommend using it there as well. And even if you're playing on NES, if you have a turbo controller, go ahead. Nobody's gonna fault you. Okay, so this is a good screen to fill up our item 1 on. Item 3 was lower, but honestly, it's not as important going forward. But we can fill it up here. From here onward, only item 2 lets you go forward. Your energy is fully loaded, right? So we want to jump on the first ladder we see. Trust me. You may be like, but why do I want to burn? Oh no, it's the second ladder. My bad. Well, it'll be okay. Jump on the second ladder we see. Instantly foiled by my bad memory. Look at all the goodies that I passed up by being an idiot. I used up 3 uses of Ash Bomber and lost out on all that. There are no platforms that appear here, so just use item 1 to get across. Or item 2 if you need to. Here I would use the Leaf Shield. As soon as you start seeing moles, just throw the Leaf Shield. Here we're going to need item 3 again. Yeah, if you are standing on item 3, it will not reverse course when it hits the extreme. Something I guess I didn't realize until just now. It was probably not the wisest for me to go off the side there like that. Looks like Wily is trapped. Watch out for the wall. Use the downside weapon to attack. Downside weapon? I don't know what that means. Anyway, it's weak to Bubble Lead. It takes 1 hit to kill with Bubble Lead. You can also use Metal Blade if you don't want to burn up your Bubble Leads. But it does take 2 hits with Metal Blade to destroy one instead of 1. Do be careful not to take all the dumb hits like I'm taking. Now we have a short stage. Short, but still dangerous. The stage does give us a chance to restock. I have 4 E-Tanks, which is all I can hold, so I'm not going to go for the E-Tank up there. I highly recommend refilling your Crash Bomber. And I would say probably item 2. We're not going to need any more item 2 energy after this, though. Oh, I gotta see what roll says. Wait, something is there. Be careful. Yeah, these big fish are really not a threat at all. As long as you jump as high as you can. This is the infamous spike hallway, the first of many in the series. I would recommend jumping off rather than walking off, even though I believe Mega Man will fall slower if you fall off than he will if you jump off. But it's hard to not hit that spike on the edge if you fall off. But just take a small hop and then make small adjustments to the left. Not that small though. It's fine. We got this. I think I might try just walking off this time. See if I have any better luck doing that. I guess if you just take it full speed, that gives you a better chance. And once you get past that second screen, you can just fall straight down. Over here, you want to hug the right wall as you fall. Honestly, I don't know how to not get hit by those guys. They're really obnoxiously placed. This is the end. The boss is here. Watch out. So get out your quick boomerangs. Wow, a large guts man. But as long as you know the weakness, it'll be easy. Yep, this is the Guts Dozer. Like the dragon, it does not have iframes, so you can kill it really fast. But even if you take a while, all it does is slowly move left and right on the screen while shooting pellets in an arc at you. It looks more menacing than it actually is. Anyway, if you're ready for the worst designed stage in the game, probably in the series, here it is. I am going to fill up my leaf shield. And my bubble lead. Bubble lead. I said I think it's called bubble lead, and I keep saying bubble lead. I cannot be consistent. I am sorry. Check the floor of the beat. There is a kind of trap terrain there. Watch out. Aren't there any ways to find the traps? Yeah, this is a false floor. I will demonstrate how you're supposed to find your way through these, but not here. Okay, luckily that Met did not attack me coming up the ladder again. So, we have more false floors here. And here's the false floors that you really want to use the bubble lead on. And this is why I call it the bubble lead. You use that to find the false floors. But, I don't like to risk it. So I'm just gonna item 2 it like a coward. I do not need the E-tank, so I will leave it there. I believe we need the leaf shield coming up here, so I'm going to go ahead and equip it. Even roll says use the leaf shield. Before getting on the lift, confirm the route. Yeah, you just have to jump off right here and then jump back on when it passes through. Not a big deal on this screen. The next screen is a little bit trickier though, because it's going to take this thing so long to reach you. But once you get on the lift, you can just use the leaf shield and stand still, and honestly not have to worry about anything. And this is the screen why I said to get item 2. Look carefully, think carefully. The way you're meant to get across this is to jump to this one block tile here when the platform comes by, and then wait for it to go across, jump off the platform, and quickly jump to the other side. But I would much rather item 2 there. We're gonna air shooter these mech guys, and actually, oof, that was bad. Getting hit by that one bullet was kind of intentional, because you only take 1 pip of health from the Sniper Joe's bullet, and take more from contact damage. It's the boss again. Do you have enough weapon energy? You need a full bar of Crash Bomb to do this. You know what? I'm just gonna E-tank this. Unfortunately, the, oh my goodness. This is a puzzle boss. Even if you waste 1 weapon, you are out. There is a trick to destroy both of these walls here, although it's not necessary to. You will need item 3 to get out of here if you don't time things well. Also, if you're really desperate to not take a hit, you can just wait until they're about to fire. It doesn't work too well in this version, but oh my goodness, I have to burn 2 energy tanks. That'll be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and destroy this one over here. Again, you have to use item 3 to get out of this hole. Okay, there we go. Honestly, the route I would like to do would be get the 2 on the left first, get the 1 on the top on the right, drop down, hit the 1 on the wall, and if sometimes that Crash Bomber destroys that wall, sometimes it doesn't. And then get the bottom right one. Sometimes you can destroy both of the walls, destroying the wall in front of the bottom right one if you place the crash bomber just right, but I'd rather not risk it. 8-body Wily is here again. Don't give up, Mega Man. Here we have the Robot Master rematches. Bubble lead. When you defeat a Robot Master, they do drop an energy that you can actually leave the room without, so be careful about that. So that's why I don't really like fighting Airman with his weakness. His tornadoes do bounce it off. You could tell when the atomic fire is full and ready to shoot by the sound it makes. So Bubble Man is actually easier to fight here because his spike ceiling's gone. Okay. Enter the worst boss. I have no shame in using an E-Tank here. Okay, now we can use Time Stopper. And just wait for him to die. And we can just use Metal Blade for the rest of these, I believe. No, Air Shooter for Crashman. Now we can use Metal Blade for the rest of these. And the Robot Master that is the weakest to the Metal Blades. Who dies in 2 hits to it. Not sure why. If you're playing on easy mode, or normal as the NES version calls it, hilariously, it outright kills him in 1 hit. Wily Machine Shot Attack. Avoid this by jump at the edge of the screen. Yeah, it's just kind of a rhythm here. Yeah, this one's a little bit harder to avoid. Oof. Now I gotta do it the hard way with no E-Tanks. Yay! Oh, and I'm out of Metal Blade too. Okay, I can do this. I guess I do have to get lucky with the shots. I do not know how to not get hit by those. I got lucky that time. Alright, going into this last stage, it's important that you hold right. Otherwise, you have to dodge some really annoying droplets. But if you hold right, you'll stay at the front of the screen, and they will be a non-issue. Mega Man, where? Mega Man! Those do, I think, a quarter of your health if they touch you. I believe the boss's shots also do a quarter of your health if they touch you. However, contact with the boss is a one-hit kill, so you want to avoid that at all costs. And the plot twist, Dr. Wily was an alien! So he just does a figure-8 pattern while occasionally shooting at you. Every weapon will heal him to full with one shot, except for the bubble lead. He has no iframes though, at least not in this version. So if you've got a rapid fire, yeah, go for it. But don't waste your shots, because this is a horrible design that you can't defeat the boss with the Mega Buster. It's honestly not that hard if you just take your time. And there we go. Wily is defeated once again. And it was just a hologram. Wily's not an alien. And now we get to enjoy our ending of Mega Man walking towards the screen as the seasons pass. I don't know what this is supposed to be symbolic of, but here it is for you to enjoy. I don't have a whole lot to add. Like I said, aside from Quick Man stage, the Robot Master stages are fine. I hate the Mecha Dragon, I hate the Boo Bean Trap. I don't like how much the game wants you to use the only thing the final boss is weak to, and I think it's really dumb that the final boss is only vulnerable to a finite weapon that, if you didn't notice, there were no enemies in that stage. If you run out of bubble lead, you have no choice but to game over. I have actually gotten there with 9 lives and accidentally run out of bubble lead before I could get the final blow on him. And I had no choice but to just kill myself 9 times in a row to game over to refill my energy. Got some banger music in this game though. Some of the best in the series. And I do like the actual designs of the Robot Masters quite a bit. They are very iconic. Heatman looking like a Zippo lighter is probably my favorite Robot Master design. But, I do think this game gets a lot of undeserved praise. I honestly don't know how the series was saved by this game, because I think this game is a lot worse than the first game in almost every conceivable way. But, it's, believe it or not my least favorite classic Mega Man. There is one that I dislike playing more than 2. Yeah, we'll get to that one when we get to it. But for now, I'm going to leave you guys with the credits. Thank you all for watching. Join us next time as we begin Mega Man 3, which was, for a long time, my favorite Mega Man game. It's not anymore, but it's one of the best, stands the test of time. That's going to do it for me on this episode. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.